Today, I'd like to ask you a little bit about your medical history so that I can assist you as you begin your schooling at Dominican College. Is that okay?
Yes, so I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis 18 years ago, and I use Lofstrand crutches to help me get around and support myself because I have limited movement in my ankles, my legs are weak, and my hips are a little bit tight. It's sometimes difficult for me to walk, and I get tired easily after about like 15 minutes. And sometimes I lose my balance, and unfortunately, I've had a few falls.
Sorry to hear that. I hope that we can give you some suggestions to get around campus and the building safely. Do you ever have difficulty with doors and manipulating objects?
Yeah, sometimes when I'm in the bathroom or I'm trying to open a door, I have limited sensation in my fingers and my hands, and I get really tired, so those things can be difficult for me.
I understand. All right, well, let's go over to Hennessy and see if you can identify any strengths in the building or things that we might need to work on to be able to better navigate the space.
Okay, great.
There's no sign here, so let's just try it and figure it out. There's also a couple of parking spots that drive right up and they meet standards.
The Universal Design Principle 1 is equitable use, which states that a design should be useful and marketable to people with diverse abilities. One example of this would be an entranceway of the building's design. It should be usable by everyone. At Hennessy Hall, the entrance into the fitness center offers both stairs and a ramp, which makes it safe and equally available to all.
There are no automatic doors.
Okay, no automatic doors.
A brand new building and no automatic doors.
Okay, so we're gonna do this. Open.
Principle 6 of Universal Design is low physical effort. This states that the building's design should employ design features that require little or no physical force to use them. Hennessy Hall was difficult to gain access to due to the lack of automatic doors. To enter the main entrance, a user needs to navigate through 2 sets of manual doors. These doors were heavy and cumbersome for both individuals using Lofstrand crutches or a wheelchair. There were also no automatic doors within the building to gain access to restrooms or other areas. A recommendation would be for automatic sliding doors to be installed at main entrances and automatic doors with push buttons for the rooms within the facility.
Oh, okay. This is so hard. It's such a heavy door. I can't even get myself in. So sorry. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. If I didn't have a friend here, there was no way I was getting into this building.
Hi. We're here to check in. Yeah, we're here to check in.
Oh, okay. Who's just you?
No, I have a friend here.
Oh, where's your friend?
Oh, she's right here.
Hi.
The desk.
So, Karina, this is our gym. Okay. And as you can see, it's pretty accessible to get around everywhere. However, there aren't a whole lot of options in terms of getting out of my chair.
Okay.
But for you, we could definitely see what works for you.
I'm gonna walk through just so I can see all the stuff.
Go for it. There's no obstacles on the floor, really, so that's good. And even terrain.
Okay. This is gonna be an issue for me right here.
Spacing right here. Alright. Not being able to go through.
No, it's very, very close over here. I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, I agree.
Principle 7 of Universal Design is size and space for approach and use. This principle states that the building design features should provide an adequate amount of space that is appropriately arranged to enable anyone to use them. The size of the information desks located in the fitness center as well as the main entrance were very high and not appropriate for use for individuals that may be using a wheelchair. To make this design user-friendly to all individuals, a multi-height desk could be installed. The water fountain located within the fitness center was easy to access for able-bodied individuals and those using a wheelchair. Unfortunately, anyone using crutches would have difficulty due to the low water pressure. Although the fountain did have water bottle filling options, again, this eliminates access to water for those needing both hands to use Loftstrand crutches. It is recommended that a bi-level water fountain be installed.
You have to use the restroom, right?
Yeah, I have to use the bathroom.
Okay. So there's also no automatic door here, and it's really, really heavy.
And you're so close to the width of the door.
Yeah.
It's almost like you couldn't get through. Okay. Thank you.
Alright, it's very spacious in here. Enough for a lot of turning width and you move around. Yeah. It's really good. Let's see if there's enough space for me in here. Bye. So just for purposes of, I know you're going into OT school, so if you want to see how the bathroom is designed accessibly, we're going to check it out.
Okay.
Okay? It's a little bit tight, actually, but I have just enough room to turn around, and then part of it used to be high enough for me. Okay, that's good.
It's just a little difficult to actually lift.
It would be better if it was automatic.
It would definitely be better if it was automatic. The soap dispense.
That is automatic.
It is automatic, just a little too high for me. For me to actually. Okay, there we go.
And then the paper towels are there.
Actually perfect for me.
Yeah, it's a good height for me too, but again, it would be better if it was automatic because if I did have trouble with my hands, and there were no paper towels right there, then I would probably have a hard time.
Yeah.
Principle 4 of Universal Design is perceptible information. The building should provide all essential information in a variety of modes such as written, symbolic, tactile, and verbal. Hennessy Hall does a good job with this in terms of the braille used on some of the signage, which would be helpful for the visually impaired. On the other hand, it was difficult to locate where the elevator could be found or an AED in the case of an emergency. For an individual that uses a wheelchair, crutches, or has mobility difficulties, it was not clear where they could locate the elevator and would leave them having to search for it.
So we're gonna go upstairs to the gym now, like the actual gym where the basketball games are. But as you can see, there's no accessibility signs, so we're gonna have to find the elevator on our own. Yeah. Ready? Oh my God, she's having a heart attack. Oh my! Where's the AED? Oh my God! Karima, where's the AED?
We don't know where the AED is. Where is the AED?
I always did it like this. Automatic doors here. Is that door easier for you to open?
Yeah, because it's easier to push than to actually use my hands and manipulate a lever.
Right.
Oh, but it's really heavy.
universal design is tolerance for error. This principle states that the building design should eliminate, isolate, or shield any design feature that could prove hazardous to or inconvenient to any user. The emergency exit, which was located near the elevator, consisted of a ramp that had a very steep decline directly into the parking lot and without ramp handles. A suggestion for correction would be providing an arched ramp that also has ramp handles, which could make this safe for all users if they needed to access this emergency exit.
Oh, this is actually really nice that the door is being held open for us. But there still isn't any automatic doors in here. And it's
Yeah, this is the old building of Hennessy, where we just were was the addition, the new add-on. So this is the really old building, and this is our gym.
I would love to see what the bleachers look like when they're out. To see if they're high.
There's a ramp.
Yeah, if there's a ramp, if they're low enough for me to actually step up onto. Can't really tell right now.
Maybe there's someone at the front that we can ask to see if there is a ramp.